Welcome once again. My name is Godwin, a marketing professional and a marketing trainer. Once again, my name is Ofusu Godwin, Sian, a marketing professional and a marketing trainer. Today, we're going to continue the topic on segmentation. We earlier want to talk about what segmentation is. We'll talk about the fact that it is a process of breaking down a total product market or market into manageable groups so that the marketer will be able to reach out to that manageable group with its marketing mix. It prevents waste and ensures that the right consumer group is selected. Today we're going to look at the types of market segmentation. But before we start, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and subscribe. Don't forget to comment and share. We will look at three basic types or methods of market segmentation. We'll look at geographic segmentation, we'll look at demographic segmentation, and we'll look at psychographic segmentation. So geographic segmentation, demographic segmentation, and psychographic segmentation. These are methods that can be used to select a particular market or company to reach out to with its marketing mix. Let's take geographic segmentation. Geographic segmentation is whereby the organization or the marketer selects specific geographic location and reach out to that location with its marketing mix. For example, it could be a region of the world. For example, a continent, Europe, America, Africa, Asia, Oceania, Australia, etc. Or it could be sub-regions. It could be economic zones. It could be geographic zones such as the NAFTA, the EU, the MENA, as the Middle East, North Africa, West Africa sub-region, the Asian region, and so on and so forth. And then focus and then reach out to the customers there with its marketing mix. It could also be in the form or in terms of country, population, size, economic activities. So it could be a country that produces oil and gas. It could be a country that produces aircraft, or a country that is noted or positioned for holidays, etc. The market could also be segmented on the basis of city. For example, city with more than 1,000 people, city with more than 100,000 people, city with more than 1 million people or less than 1 million people, large or small cities. It could be certain economic cities, for example, mining cities. It could be industrial cities, it could be commercial cities, and so on and so forth. It could be urban or even rural. So the market can also be broken down, the geographic segmentation, into urban and rural. It could also be on climate basis, cold country, hot country, desert country, beaches, and mountains. So you find some hotels, chains, and holiday companies having facilities around certain beach countries that have beaches around them. It's an example of segmentation or market segmentation. So geographic segmentation, that is geographic segmentation. Now let's look at demographic segmentation. Demographic segmentation, here the marketer or the organization uses demographic variables to, as a matter of fact, select the market and reach out to that market with its marketing mix. So it could be, for example, on gender, that is male, female, or both. So you have certain companies specializing only in female products. That is type of demographic segmentation. Or specializing only in male products, or specializing in unisex products. Right. We also have age groups. It could be infant, that is from 8 to 12. It could be teens. It could be those between 20, 30, 40, 50. The market can also be segmented on what we call generations. We have Generation Y, which is those between the twins and the teens. We have the Generation X, which is those born between 1966 and 1981. Yes, and then we have the Generation Baby Boomers, that is 1946, 1965. We have the seniors, those born before 1946. So like I said, we can also use generations to segment the market. So we have Generation Y, the teens and twins. And then we have Generation X, what is those born between 1966 and 1981. We have the baby boomers, 1946, 1965. And then we have the seniors, those born before 1946. Another way that we can use demographic segmentation is also to use the family life cycle, which explains how people grow up, get married, have kids, and finally kids leaving home. Right. So with the family life cycle, you can target young single people who have just completed university and working. Products can be designed to appeal to that particular group. We have those engaged, married, right? And then we have what we call the DINKs, DNKS, double income with no kids. That is both the man and the woman are working, but they don't have kids. Products can also be developed to target this particular segment. We also have the SINKs, single income, no kids. So let's say the man, either the man or the woman is working and the other partner is not working, right? And they have no kids. It can also be married with kids, with babies, toddlers, teens, and even older kids. And then we can have the divorcees, right? And even the widow market. We can also have the empty nester. With the empty nester, this is where an individual or a family where all the children have grown up and have left and they are living on their own. We call them empty nester. Products can also be developed to target this segment, that is the empty nester. There's also job and occupation. White collar job, blue collar job, elite professionals, those employed part-time, those employed full-time, retired. All these are segments that products can be developed to reach out to. People's educational level. We have those with basic school, those with secondary, and those with tertiary education. Those with college degrees, those with practical training, etc. There are products that can be developed to reach out to this. And this particular type of segmentation can be used for educational products where certain different programs can be developed to target different segments within this particular market. And then we have religion, Christianity, we have Muslim, we have Buddhism, and many other religions, right? If you research, we realize that there's even Islamic finance. This is a product or service that has been developed for the Islamic segment, right, to reach out to that particular segment. There's also culture and nationality. Culture and nationality. The market can also be broken down on the basis of culture and nationality. For example, language could be one of them: English, French, Spanish, etc. Right? If you look at some of these French companies in West Africa, for example, realize that most of the West African countries were colonized by French. Realize that there's a presence of a lot of French companies. That is a way of segmentation based on culture and nationality. Right? It could also be the issue of, for example, colonization, etc. That can also be used to segment the market. Right, so that is for demographic segmentation. Now let's look at another method, another type of market segmentation, which is psychographic segmentation, which comprises the following. The market is broken down, or the total product market is segmented or divided on the basis of similar characteristics. One is lifestyle variables. So interest, hobbies, activities, opinions, values, etc. For example, there is an egg cooker, right? Egg cooker is targeting those who love to have eggs during breakfast, especially. And it cooks eggs within 2 minutes. You could see the producer or the manufacturer of that product looked at psychographics, lifestyle, interest and hobbies, etc., opinions, activities, and so on and so forth of people, right? So lifestyle can also be used to target people. For example, there are products for people who love to live in apartments, right? And very small apartments. So there's a folding bicycle, right? For people who live in very small apartments, so that when they come back from work with their bicycles, they can just fold the bicycle and carry it along and get to about 20th, 30th floor, right? There is also buying decision. right? Lifestyle, as a matter of fact, has something to do with buying decision. So our buying decision is influenced by our lifestyle. And there are two lifestyles that every consumer has: the current one and then the one he desires to have in the near future, which is usually better. So that's lifestyle variables. Like I said, interest, hobbies, activities, opinions, values, and even preference. Right. There's also personality traits. Personality traits can also be used as a basis for segmenting a market or as a method for segmenting a market. Okay. So sincerity is one, competence, sophistication. And I would like to stress on sophistication. They are sophisticated customers. There are customers that want things that are sophisticated. Products that have what we call product systems. Product that actually performs different functions but have sophistication. Right. We're also talking of ruggedness. So we have off-road bikes, for example, which are meant for rugged terrain. So it targets people who love to go to rugged terrains. So personality traits, talking of sincerity, excitement, competence, sophistication, and all that. So with sophistication, we also talk about product system as well, product with product system as well. Right. Now let's look at social class. That's another way that one can segment the market, but this is normally used in very advanced countries. We have the upper middle class. We're talking about senior managers, where people develop products to target senior managers of the society or within the society. We have the middle class, middle managers, administrative managers, technicians, sales managers, etc. Low middle class people, laborers, etc., and so on and so forth. Right. We'll talk about working class, semi-skilled labor, subsistence, that is pensioners, casual workers, part-time workers, etc. can also all be targeted. We're still talking about behavioral, usage rate, and pattern. It's also another way of breaking down the market into manageable groups for you to target with your marketing mix. So usage rate. And like I said, there is a culture of throw away. Some people use certain products and after some period of time throw it away. So they have higher usage rate. So they are likely to buy another one within a specific period of time. It could be a consumer durable or a consumer non-durable, right? So the usage rate, how often is product used, right? We're talking about patterns of usage, price sensitivity. People can target or choose a market that is price sensitive. That means that these either they are less price sensitive or higher price sensitive. A change in price will cause them to leave that particular product and go and buy another one, or they don't care about changes in price. So you need to also target all these people, right? That is another way of using psychographic segmentation to also target customers, right? There's also what we call sensitivity as to how products, as a matter of fact, would also affect the consumption of the product. So we're talking about social concern and green consumers who, as a matter of fact, also believes in the fact that the environment should be protected before producing a product, during production, delivery, consuming, and then disposing of. So you could also target that particular market, that is the green market. Now, let's look at the VALS framework. The VALS framework also under psychographic segmentation. Let's look at the VALS framework. That is VALS, the VALS methodology. It was developed in the 70s. The methodology measures a person's ability to measure himself or herself, right, in a particular product market. And it is broken down into 8 groups. This particular strategy can also be used, or this particular methodology can also be used to segment the market. You can use VALS framework to segment the market on the basis of 1, innovators, people who are successful and have high self-esteem. right? They have adequate resources. Then we have the thinkers. These are people motivated by ideals. They are well informed. They would love to research more about a product before they buy. And when they constitute the decision-making unit, especially during business-to-business marketing and business-to-business segmentation, right? They are one of the forces to reckon with. They are motivated by ideals and well-informed. Then we have survivors. They are narrowly focused because they have very few resources, right? Narrowly focused, have very few resources, and they are content with what they have. And then we have the believers. They are conservative and very conventional. Then we have the achievers. They are motivated by the desire for achievement. Motivated by desire for achievement. Then we have the strivers. They are trendy, they are fun-loving, but money defines success for them. Then we have the experiences. Motivated by self-expression, right? They are motivated by self-expression. They are motivated by self-expression. They are usually young and enthusiastic. Very young and enthusiastic. And then we have the makers. This group of people experience the world by working on it. This guy believes in building a house, as a matter of fact, raising children, fixing cars. So for example, a maker, right, would prefer to buy a brand like a big car, right, or build a big house. So all these variables can be used for market segmentation. Thank you very much for watching my video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, comment, share, and tell a friend to tell a friend. Watch out for my next video. Thank you very much.